too. Been going through it like harpoons to sharks. It'll cause wounds to heart. These cartoons to watch. And then I peek the harsh truth. Demons on the long loop, right for the pick, and now I'm peeling this raw fruit. Beasts in the forest, looking for beasts I put my claws to. Keeper of keys, breaching the scene, sneaking us all through. You missed the mind of this wicked rhyme. Is this surprising? This shit is bright, the blind was quick. I spit, so quit your whining. I turn a killer to Phyllis Hyman and kick his spine. My pen is still a vent horizon.
Yeah,
I'm in this time.
Ted DiBiase, the $1 million flow I embody. I'm Cobra Kai, I'm my no mercy form of karate. Mr. Miyagi, I'm Daniel Son in the verse. Probably back to the future, I'm Marty McFly cocky. Beef and broccoli's army fatigue watching me. Camouflaging mirages illustrious, bringing desert heat. Ha, David Shabazz, this is beyond me. You see the mismatch in the stats, they can't guard me. I found a loophole, Giannis on the 1-2 roll. Euro step is my weapon to easily make field goals. I'm so sick with it, John Wick in my penmanship. Rapid fire reloaded, I heckle and catch the words I spit. I'm an animal, Hannibal while I'm lecturing. I'ma build a wall and it ain't to keep away Mexicans. Shutting down the government, lyrics is what I represent. Your music ain't timeless, I'm deporting that whack shit.
In case they all forgot it, these MCs need reminding. The genius aligning, we the dream team of rhyming. Like a fine wine, we vintage. Primetime defenders, we brought it all together. Ask me why? Mind your business. Listen close, lend your ears, we be tearing through your speakers. You niggas scared of beefing, we be daring you to keep up each and every single person lurking at the surface. Your clique is like a circus. Ask yourself, is it worth it? Perfect storm is a brewing. Reunion of my unit, ain't no competition in it. We the best to ever do it. True indeed, still we be some habitual shit starters. The time that we was out, thought you bitches would get smarter. And after all is done and everything is said and spoken, you contemplate approaching, hope you dead at every notion. Hope the force that brought my brothers back together don't divide us. Whenever so authentic, get up in it, yo, it's timeless.
My life has started with a dark twist. Embark and charge into the darkness and drive with full force into the heartless. Invited to the edge of our own galaxy to watch humanity manufacture a perfect fantasy. I've tried to be realistic in a world filled with nitwits, embarrassing intelligence you sit with. Cause money isn't power, it is knowledge that will tower, and without it you'll remain fucking defenseless. You are fenceless, my yard is filled with guards and brick fences. The entrances are spiked along with trenches. You are up against a monster, apocalyptic rhythm forming swarms again to conquer. A death monger. A portal lies within your mind. It's important that it forces the disorderly aside. Lose an eye, a screw is loose with you and I. And devolution will remove the weakest link, we're losing time. When we stop, know the earth shakes. The fifth dimension is our birthplace. Worst case, throw you in the birdcage. Merge fates as we terminate and purge waste through curved space. When we stop, know the earth shakes. The fifth dimension is our birthplace. Worst case, throw you in the birdcage. Merge fates as we terminate and purge waste through curved space. The perfect picture of serpents.
Kermit Berry, what's up, man? How you doing?
Mention of me, a legend intentionally embedded inside so I can remember. My intervention coincidentally inches towards sensefully undiminished, eventfully formed exhibits. Inhabiting happily, avidly after a travesty, casually factoring in that we came to mentor. Still effective, a comprehensive collective is dying to change the world by unifying our perspective. Did I break it? Your brain isn't able to make it. You're stable but not for long cause it's too hard for you to embrace it. Your way has played most of the places. You'll vanish when faced with the moment you're close to my expectations. Divide to conquer, deny the somber. Drink our elixir and decide to prosper. No need to wander. When we stop, know the earth shakes. The fifth dimension is our birthplace. Worst case, throw you in the birdcage. Merge fates as we terminate and purge waste through curved space.
When we stop, though the earth shakes.
The fifth dimension is our birthplace. Worst case,
Throw you in a birdcage.
merge fates as we terminate and purge waste through curved space. Yeah, sci-fi. Produced by Greydon Square, EOC Pitus, 12th Dock and Brahma. intentions disassembled. And to all my listeners, I appreciate all of you so much. Just think for yourselves. This is too important. Grand Unified.
My gravity is more intensity than the black hole in the center of the
Milky Way galaxy.
You claiming you're better is just a fallacy. Contrived from a mind that's way too much absorbed inside of fantasy. You sign something.
Oh yeah, he's too ill.
Imagine if I'm type 4. Why would I give a shit about you? I doubt you were ever allowed to clown who? Never me, cause what I do is style screws and confounds dudes. Cause you know nothing's be bluffing on the beat routinely. In my opinion, it's rather obscene and unseemly. So I keep other rappers at a distance, never let this think on me, no matter how they act persistent. You may assert that I'm much too aggressive, but on the contrary, you're passive and just not impressive. I hammer nails inside the coffins of you douchebags so often, then I really start to wonder why you fucks keep talking. I leave palm prints on the face of the illogical. When each slap explodes, grounds the eagles in the particles. It's hard for you to hold coherent thoughts of manifold, cause I was told your grade point average was rather laughable. So let me break this down real slow and infiltrate your code to reconstruct your neurotransmitters and chemicals. Discover why your mental power is pitiful. I should have known you've been exposed to the lies of all of those who make a profit on pretending they prophets. And carnival clowns who act like they experts in certain topics. I'm known for sidestepping the bullshit and punishing the prices, leaving scarred like the lashes from bullwhip. While you'll spit some garbage about your night in the club or overcompensate your cowardice pretending to thug. I'll inject the love of knowledge using surgical gloves inside the mind of those that lack it while creating the buzz, motherfucker.
Absolutely. Had to figure that out.
You and I are the same. Aim for the people, divide in the game. Hide from the fame. I get the feeling you're having a hard time picking apart lies you made. You can't live forever. I'ma find something better. But in time, if I never be intelligent, how can I make a better me? How can I move the world with nothing but a melody? I would find you a better life. Visit better worlds with the better nights. You and I in our second life. Doing nice things for the fuck of it. How could you ever see enough of it? Never me, I'm in love with it. Let me repeat above it. I've been everything, I'm all of it. You haven't seen me following, I'm under it. I wonder if I'm alive. Certainly out of the mindset with the simulation. I fatally felt it inside. Would you lose sight if I lose sight? Screw tight, got news, I'm elusive in life. Could I do right by you if I knew it was you I'd defy when I'm choosing to fight? Whose side do you belong? Who's right? Is it doing wrong? Who am I to decide that a life is important or not? You don't really get to have a say. You were cost opposite, came locked when I made off with the main box. I've been laid off in a raid off. At least stay positive, feeling hate with a plain object. The pain stop at an alien opposites. You're insane for accomplishing all of the tasks I came to be conquering. Often I think of new heights, so listen to sight and move through the lava demolishing. Underplay it, you will find underlying in the light that you have stayed here to write. And you are
As far as how the streams have been, streams have been good. I mean, we do office hours not really to, I mean, it's not like I'm like putting on a show so much as I'm just working and having office hours up in order to keep other people company. And a lot of people who work in an office or work at a desk, it's always nice to be able to look over and see somebody else working and be able to sort of, you know, participate in the chat and do all the different things that just not make it feel so isolated. I'm a little bit crazy. Yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna tell on you. I'm a little bit crazy. It's amazing. Yeah, I was looking at my YouTube numbers and I was like, dog, I've had 4 million views on YouTube. That's wild. Oh, Andromeda. Continents. With my accomplice. Episode. Damn, Kurt Loder is 81 today. Wow, I'm getting old. Yeah, more fucking vinyl. It looks like the email that I sent out to all the people on the mailing list, the email that I used to return is getting bounced. So I'm gonna have to resend everybody another message telling them to just contact me at my Gmail, which is, you know, everybody knows my Gmail account, right? GreydonSquare@gmail.com. So those people are just gonna probably have to, I'm just gonna have to compare notes. Even though the mailer did work, I can't seem to get the reply redirect working. I don't know what the fuck is going on. If anybody wants to help me with that. This is one of my favorite songs on this album. I feel like this song does not get enough credit.
All right, well, I found the quadrant.
Yeah. Cylindrical, cyclical citadel. Most of these literal little imbeciles boast pillow throw syllable. Critical of the riddle's intent. Live it with self, or try not to be just a cynic's revenge. Cruising the planet-wide city, lit blunt smoke. Echo monopolist, a trillion beings looking at dust slow. Regular resident, I go for the gusto. Yeah. Never disparaging the folks who don't bust flow. Cosmic accosted, obelisk hostage. Monolith option from the ominous doctrine. Galactic structures in my uniform, entropic style. Dialectic consonants and logic vowels. Stupid forms, it's kung fu where suns move. And you still expect to do damage with a gun tool. View alignment through one school, unified. This is where the uncomfortable truth resides. A city on the type of forever, where solar being auras light the weather. All life is clever, progeny who rose high from nether, logically bestowed by the debtor. Living in a city on the type of forever, insightful as ever. Residents who code life together, tethered to the growth like it's better. Below types get severed, radically remote type endeavor. Blast a hole in your galactic roll. Watch the ripples in time and space from when I slap the folds. From the rarest platinum to average gold, I flatten globes, smacking probes. Brought me before the Omni in an astral robe. Rap battle, fast travel. Last saddle atop of Pegasus black tallow. Spewed in front of the class rabble. You judge but lack gavel. A rabid vassal in the castle's glow. rhyme lord, where every vector away from weapon is mind war. ×4, seeking deep, but there's more to find. I've warned your kind, scanning these existential quarter lines, give you eyesores. Immortalized in high court, and now you know what I'm despised for. Show us 2 cents to this true worth when you dying for it. Take the info, get it chopped up, put inside the course, as we fly towards a city on the type of forever, where solar being auras light the weather. All life is clever, progeny who rose high from nether, logically bestowed by the debtor. Living in a city on the type of forever, insightful as ever. Residents who code life together, tethered to the growth like it's better. Below types get severed, radically remote type endeavor. From set to block, Klingon 12 to Gryffindor, we run with the Mandelbrot. It doesn't mean we're dissing yours. Kick the gore, the width of swords. Split the horde amidst a score of 6-4. Split galore. Shit your drawers when we switch to form. Verbal scat, this is lyric porn. Eternal black in infinite form. Resembling tracks that pivot orange. I'll smother in a couple of moves, and I'm betting that you didn't even know that colors could move. Did you? I'm relaxed destruction, a cruise missile. A fat concussion of who hit you. A black Russian, the fast substance. Tracks luscious, axe cutlass. Puffin' like the true facts attract justice. Nothing I could do but give back love then. Knowing I'ma still gon' keep that tucked in. No matter what, good luck, friend. In the city on the type of forever, where solar being auras light the weather. All life is clever, progeny who rose high from nether, logically bestowed by the debtor. Living in a city on the type of forever, insightful as ever. Residents who code life together, tethered to the growth like it's better. Below types get severed, radically remote type endeavor.
Everything about us quantified and explored, so your claims of human divinity explode and destroy. All that shit that you love, twisting and likely social
Conditioning.
From stories told by campfires, nature we were witnessing. Because of our positioning,
The lack of understanding.
it was answers we demanded, so the myth just got implanted.
All those melodies we chanted.
It seems so mystical, spiritual. Words turned to music and seemed artistical, but then we turned to digital. Witnessed all the backlash, they claimed that we just rehashed and told the world that we trashed. They even called us artificial and said we not official. No respect for you, so anything to taunt and dish you. I hope it sounds familiar, maybe do my words bewilder. Cause now you looking like they look, so here's a fucking mirror. It's all mathematics.
I know you fucking hate it.
Cause everything you thought was special can
Be replicated.
and you can run from it. Tell us you want none of it, but
God damn, I love this song.
so you look dumb as shit.
His verse is so crazy.
Fine, I ain't gonna let you. Everything about us quantified and explored, so your claims. Nothing in you intrinsically special. Sorry to upset you, but mine I ain't gonna let you. Everything about us quantified and explored, so your claims of human divinity explode and destroy. All that shit that you love, twisting and likely social conditioning. From stories told by campfires, nature we were witnessing. Because of our positioning and lack of understanding, it was answers we demanded, so the myth just got implanted. All those melodies we chanted, it seemed so mystical, spiritual. Words turned to music and seemed artistical, but then we turned to digital. Witnessed all the backlash, they claimed that we just rehashed and told the world that we trashed. They even called us artificial and said we not official. No respect for you, so anything to taunt and dish you. I hope it sounds familiar, maybe do my words bewilder. Cause now you looking like they look, so here's a fucking mirror. It's all mathematics. I know you fucking hate it, cause everything you thought was special can be replicated. And you can run from it. Tell us you want none of it, but innovation's exponential. So you look dumb as shit.
Yeah, speaker that they love to summon it for fun and clicks. Sabotage rung and then watch him plummet quick. See us launch a sword, we don't wanna quit. Starship all aboard, you can stay on your sunken skiff. It's punishment. Peep the journey that they want us sent on. It should be 10 strong. Flying through the gala, but the art has been gone. Claiming they different, but hardly in song. Party and spinning, it's all a big con. EO and Gray with the son of Memnon. Watch the fools distant, dual mission. We know the cost to be unique is too intrinsic. If you ain't willing to pay, expect the villains to slay. You be the clone, you gon' feel it today. Legion. Defamed as a heathen, contained by the strain on the decent, slain for the treason. Principles they change with the season, but E&E is chained to the beacon, playing with the secrets. Yeah. Ayo, let me talk to you. Look,
Nothing in you intrinsically special. Sorry to upset you, but lying, I ain't gonna let you. Everything about us quantified and explored, so your claims of human divinity explode and destroy. All that shit that you love, twisting and likely social conditioning. From stories told by campfires, nature we were witnessing. Because of our positioning and lack of understanding, it was answers we demanded, so the myth just got implanted. All those melodies we chanted, it seemed so mystical, spiritual. Words turned to music and seemed artistical, but then we turned to digital. Witnessed all the backlash, they claimed that we just rehashed and told the world that we trashed. They even called us artificial and said we not official. No respect for you, so anything to taunt and dish you. I hope it sounds familiar, maybe do my words bewilder, cause now you looking like they look, so here's a fucking mirror. It's all mathematics, I know you fucking hate it, cause everything you thought was special can be replicated, and you can run from it. Tell us you want none of it, but innovation's exponential, so you look dumb as shit.
Yeah, speak of that, they love to summon it for fun and clicks. Sabotage rungin' and watch 'em plummet quick. See us launch a soar, we don't wanna quit. Starship all aboard, you can stay on your sunken skiff. It's punishment. Peep the journey that they want us sent on. It should be 10 strong. Flying through the gala, but the art has been gone. Claiming they different, but hardly in song. Party and spinning, it's all a big con. EO and Gray with the son of Memnon. Watch the fools distant, dual mission. We know the cost to be unique is too intrinsic. If you ain't willing to pay, expect the villains to slay. You be the clone, you gon' feel it today. Legion. Defamed as a heathen, contained by the strain on the decent, slain for the treason. Principles they change with the season, but E&E is chained to the beacon, playing with the secrets. Yeah.
Damn, that song is too fucking stupid. I got lost in that shit. Wow. I guess it's probably a good time to fucking post my Kickstarter link. Something that we're working on. Kermit, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but I will say that, you know, this journey in the software engineering space has been unique. to say the least. And it's because I'm obviously an outsider coming in from the creative arts and trying to launch this platform, or being in the process of launching this platform. It has taught me so much. It's just taught me so goddamn much. I learned so much every day. I'm glad that I have that perspective of being in the mind frame of a student always, because there's always some shit to learn. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Um, hmm. That's interesting. Man, I feel like some AI fucking news. I feel like, oh, we had a great time. Shout out to the Unified Federation. Interesting. You know what's interesting is I may actually create a particular avenue, like, of media, whether it's a YouTube show that's like 30 minutes or, an hour. Probably be something like 30 minutes. I don't think it would be an hour. But basically, I would just be talking about AI tools. Sorry. I'd be talking about AI tools and how I use them, um, most of the AI that I use is in coding. It's not, you know, not that I have any problem with this, because I really don't. I mean, if anybody's looking for me to have a problem with this, they're probably barking up the wrong tree. But like, you know, I definitely use AI more so in organizational management and coding and fixing and analyzing and, you know, pushing bug fixes to my code base. I love artistic AI. I love AI music. I love AI art. I love fucking people who use AI for animation and shit. Like, I think it's dope. But I don't really do those sort of things just because I don't really have time. I would if I did have the time, but there's only so many hours in the day, and I have 2 businesses to run. So ultimately, it's like I'm just trying to do that sort of stuff. And, you know, if I ever get around to being able to do some creative stuff with AI, it'd be awesome. But I'm not there right now. I'm gonna try it. Elaine, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome. Oh, I know. Threads is Threads is so anti-AI, dog. It's almost comical. And it's like, hey, you know, certain places. I mean, X is pro AI. You gotta think, like, if you want some pro AI shit, just go to X. Ain't no problem finding pro AI accounts over there. But I think the Threads anti-AI crowd is sort of 2 years ago. Like, I felt like they should have had this amount of outrage 2 years ago during like the original sort of Mid-Journey craze and all that sort of stuff. It's kind of hard to take it seriously now, but whatever, do your thing. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to really just get into it now as far as what they hope to accomplish with that, but you know, that's why I love living in a free nation, because you can say that sort of stuff and you can have those opinions and no one's going to stop you, and you're free to do so. So I just feel like they're on the wrong side of history. Technologically, I just feel like they're on the wrong side of history. But I know what sentiment you're talking about.
"11 months ago, Dario, Anthropic's boss, said that in 3 to 6 months, AI will be writing 90% of the code software developers were in charge of.
Yeah.
Are we there yet? Well, when he said that, I was the first to call BS. He speaks out of position, drama makes news, and to be fair, 11 months, eternity in AI advancement pace. I did not let AI write any of my code. Assist, sure. Build small controllable features, absolutely. But today, not only I've set a team of AI engineers to build complicated tasks, I've built them, including a bunch of skills and other options, into open code, the best coding agent in existence. There's a video on the channel covering the basics of it, but this was 6 months.
Yeah, that's something I use. I use open code, and I've used a few other agents and things out there. But, you know, Claude Code and, you know, different things like that. This open code shit is absolutely a game changer. Absolutely a game changer. Open code is, I mean, it's, you know, I've also used things like Devin, you know, Gemini, stuff like that. Devin is awesome. And, you know, there are other tools that are just as legitimate, but there's, interestingly enough, there's a simplicity about open code that I think is really interesting. Opencode.ai if you're interested. Tombstone, what's up, brother? They will accomplish nothing of merit. They will fuck up a bunch of businesses with that attitude. Yeah, well, it's interesting because it's like, it's hard for me to understand that at this point in the game, you think you're going to do nothing more than just protest AI. Because even if you decided to legislate against it, okay, you decided to make AI art illegal, or make, you know, them put a signature in AI that tells you it's AI. There's so many open source models that you can change yourself and make it so that you can't do that. Like, there's no policing this shit. Dog, there's no policing this shit. Like, there's no policing this. The only thing that you could possibly do is try to stay as current with the technology so you can possibly see things that might be malicious or things that could be, you know, dangerous or predatory with these models and stuff. But if you decided, like, I'm anti this and I'm going to bury my head in the sand, it's like you become the most vulnerable to this because you know the least about it, and you're probably the most replaceable with it. I mean, if all businesses are moving towards AI and scaling, and, you know, maybe we can have a different conversation about people hiring too many people to begin with that probably was doing busy work. I have a big problem with busy work, but I also feel like, man, you know, if people would just figure out how to leverage AI for what they already do and allow it to be a force multiplier to who they already are, I just think that would be the best way for them to understand how powerful it can be and how it can help, in my opinion, better the human experience. But, you know, I'm sure at this, like I said, in 2026, I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything, right? Let alone whether or not they should be pro or anti-AI. I am more concerned with just simply staying current. It's a full-time job staying current with frontier models. And if you're, somebody said to me, I'm not gonna quote them by name, but let's just say somebody said to me that I trust very much. They said, I don't understand how you could be doing anything else technically outside of learning the best ways of how to use AI. Like, if you're not doing that, you're literally hemorrhaging money right now. And it's like, I could see it. I could see it. I mean, again, that's my own personal sort of take on it, but man. Or they just don't know it. They just don't know that they're using it. I mean, if you've, you know, watched any short form content on any social media platform on the planet Earth in the last 24 hours, you've used AI, right? Like, you're using some form of AI right now. You probably are just unaware of it in your life. And so, you know, the witch hunt crusade against it, I just think it's, I don't know. I just think it's very, very shallow. I think it's a mile wide and a foot deep. And it's just like, I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm just sort of stating how I look at it. Yeah, yeah. And I hope that we look back at this era in the same way we look back at it. You know, I can only imagine what the criticisms of the plane was, of the airplane was. Like, I would love to pull up God damn it. I hate that everything is named certain shit so you can't look for certain shit. Yeah, I would love to see actual quotes about the criticism. Oh, the New York Times predicted a 10 million year wait for airplanes. The Wright brothers proved it wrong in 69 years. I don't know if that's true or not. I would love to see the New York Times. Let me see. It's the last thing I'll look at it. Oh, here we go. This is good. I'm actually flying machines which do not fly. The ridiculous fiasco which attended to attempt at aerial navigation in the Langley flight machine was not unexpected, unless possibly by the distinguished secretary of the Smithsonian in situation who devised it and his assistants. Let's see. It might be assumed that flying machines which will really fly might be evolved by the combined and continuous efforts of mathematicians and it's supposed to be mechanics, but mechanicians, mathematicians and mechanicians. I've never heard that term before. A mechanician? That's ill. I don't know why I like that so much. A mechanician. From 1 million to 10 million years, provided of course we can meanwhile eliminate such little drawbacks and embarrassments as the existing relation between weight and strength in inorganic materials. No doubt the problem has attractions for those it interests, but to the ordinary man it seems as if effort might be employed more profitably. That's interesting. I want to be known as a mechanician. That's dope. I want all mechanics to be known as mechanicians. The engineer and the problem of aerial navigation. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is crazy. Outside of the proven impossible, there probably can be found no better example of the speculative tendency carrying man to the verge of the chimerical than in his attempts to imitate the birds, or no field where so much inventive seed has been sown with so little return as in the attempts of man to fly successfully through the air. I mean, there's being wrong, and then there's this. Like, this is so wrong, it's historical. And I think people who are anti-AI are probably more wrong than this. Oh, and then they said flight was only for rich people. The expense would be prohibitive to any but the capitalist who could use his own yacht. And of course, I mean, this goes back to the idea that, like, why would humans go to Mars? Why would space tourism be a thing? Well, if it becomes cheap enough to become safe enough to do it for humans profitably, right? I think people would do it. I'd go to Mars for a couple years, come back, like go back. I mean, if the human lifespan was 120 years, let's say we're at the point where we can engineer the human lifespan to be 120 to 150. I really do believe that this is possible. Dog, you wouldn't spend 30 years on another planet? I mean, that if your body could take it. Now, I'm assuming that if we can engineer the body to live 150 years, 120 to 150 years, then we could engineer the body to also be able to survive in the Martian, whatever we're doing to create habitats for that, whether that's being terraformed or not, like, you know, the process of that. But that's wild. British astronomer calls space travel utter bilge. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Again, it goes to the idea that there's always going to be cynics. And I get why cynics exist. I would argue that I'm a goddamn cynic. But when it comes to fucking space travel, or not space travel, when it comes to AI, I'm not a cynic. I'm not doubting it. I think we got some real, man, I think the world is really going to change. I really do. I just think the world is just going to significantly change because of what AI is going to offer. If we're able to see what its value is as a species. But then I think there will be humans that will definitely try to fight this thing. Good luck to them. Good luck trying. Imagine, oh, this is hilarious. Think about this concept. Imagine trying to fight people who adopted the wheel without yourself having the wheel. Good luck with that. Right. Yeah, it's like even something like nukes. Imagine trying to fight nukes without having nukes yourself. And I feel like you may not agree with it, you may not want to use it, you yourself, but to not know about it, to leave yourself like not, like what was the other saying? It's like you can pull up a chair and have a seat at the table, or you can be at the menu or be on the menu or whatever the dude said. Alex Weisner Gross said that. He said you can be at the table or you can be on the menu, but AI is going to eat. And at the end of the day, you can decide whether you're eating with AI or you're being eaten by AI and the people using AI. Like, yeah, let's drag all this heavy shit to the battlefield while the people who have the wheel can wheel shit to the battlefield and not be exhausted by the time they get there. And they can wheel more food. And all you have to carry on your back, and you know, you can try to shame them. It's like, "Oh, you're a sissy for using the wheel. You're not a man. You're not a warrior. Shame, shame." You get to the battlefield, the people who drug their shit there off of human, physical, back-breaking labor get wiped out. Get absolutely massacred. It's like, man, those guys were real tough. Those were real soldiers. Where are they? Yeah, yeah. The reason certain countries get bullied is because they don't have nukes. Exactly. That's why certain countries went out of their way to make sure they got them, so that the people who had them couldn't bully them, no matter what they thought. I don't give a fuck if you agree with my way of life or not, dog. You ain't coming over here telling me shit. Like, we can say that. We've got all the nukes. Every country who has nukes can basically say that. Every country that doesn't have nukes, unfortunate, but it's like they can't, they're at the whim of the countries with nukes. Now, The problem is that not all the countries with nukes are on the same side. So you would argue that if you use nukes on a country without nukes, then a country with nukes would use country on the nukes, country with nukes who use the nukes on the country without the nukes, blah, 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 right? But I feel like it's still a situation where when you don't have nukes, you're kind of at the mercy of those who do. And I think AI is going to be the same thing. You mean to tell me you're not going to be at the whim of a super intelligence if another nation state got there first, at least for the amount of time that they could control that thing? You're crazy. I think that's just loony talk. I think that's just... Yeah. Doesn't even matter how many you have. I agree with that. Right. Yeah. Well, that's because it's fashionable to be anti-AI. It's not like it has any practical sort of effect on the rest of the industry itself and what people buy and spend compute on and where they build data centers. Like, I don't think that it matters one bit. How it's almost like, yeah, you protest the oil industry too. How did that work out? Like, they still run the fucking world. Yeah, I'm sure you're against fucking the military industrial complex too. How'd that work out? They still run the world. So just being a person who is just anti-AI for the sake of being anti-AI with no real nuance or context as to what you're against, I just think it's more of a fad than some sort of an ideological position. But of course I could be dead wrong, and I'm sure I am. Yeah, yep. It's true. It's very true. Dog, I'm doing this shit right now with fucking just learning open code and, you know, I mean, damn. Well, yeah, and I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm not really in the sort of battle spaces, I don't think we are, of where that exists. Those sort of fights or wars exist, but I can only look at it from a bird's eye view of just someone who just sees the writing on the wall, grew up in a Star Trek fantasy where we would have ships computers that were smarter than any human. Data would walk around, and our holograms in the holodeck would be able to emulate Einstein level intellect just because we ask for it in a program. So I don't know, maybe I had the wrong idea about what the future was supposed to be. Oh, you know what I was using? I was using this model called High 3, and I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. And I just got away with using DeepSeek V4 Flash for some coding shit. So I'm just experimenting with different models, but damn, this feels good. Oh man, dog, I gotta show you this shit, dog. This shit is bonkers. I think I put it in the artificial intelligence channel. Dog, I really love that place. Oh man. Let me pull that up real quick. I want to send you that. Or I might just tag you on where I posted it. Maybe I didn't post it in here. Oh, I was representing. I'm representing. Holy shit. Yeah, there was somebody in the GU Discord that was creating something with AI that allows it to recognize different things.
Computer, what am I holding?
The object you are holding is a video game controller, likely a Xbox One controller. given the design and the context of the image.
Holy shit. Yeah. And people are doing this in their garage. Like, that's what's crazy. That's one thing I love about it is like everyone has access to do this. Everyone. Like, there is no, oh, you had to go to school for, no, you don't. You could just literally pick up from scratch and learn this shit. I tagged you, Tombstone, in the what? uh, Go Cypher, what's up? How you doing? That's awesome. And then Open Router, that's another thing that I've discovered that's like, holy shit, what year is this? Yeah, no, that's legit right there. I was playing around with making my own AutoCAD program using Codex and GPT the other day. It was pretty cool. It made work improving it more. I made work improving it more. Yeah, no, I'm working on this. Like, I'm working on just because I wanted to test out open code. I wanted to test out this app that I was working on. It's basically like a parlay prediction website where it scrapes sports pages and information and makes an assessment on what team you should bet on, who's playing baseball that night, and the confidence level and things like that. Just something quick that's not serious at all. But man, it's really cooking. And I'm using different models. Like right now I'm using High 3 Preview, and definitely got a bunch of different previews in here. Like, this is wild. Here, let me show you this. I'm using High 3, which is a 10-cent model. But like this NVIDIA right here, Nemotron, Minimax, GPT-5.3 codex, which probably still codes pretty goddamn well. 5.5, Opus, Gemini, Lux, Kimmy. You know about Kimmy. Quinn 3.6, Minimax, Nemo, Rock. Yeah, there's big dudes. Okay, that's fucking dope, and I should have been using that. Oh, fuck. New job training? You get a new job? That's awesome. I mean, hopefully it's awesome. Oh, should be able to check that though. All right. that's hilarious. All right. Mr. Gamio, how you doing, brother? Yeah. Glad you can make it. As far as the High 3 preview, so far it seems as good as the DeepSeek model V4 Pro, which I use for a lot of coding. I've also used I think what's Opus. I've used that for coding. Yeah, I might play a little music a little bit later. Leo Dillon, is that the one that you prefer? Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. I'm glad you could make it, brother. Dog, I was watching your video about the recognition software or AI that was showing you or saying that you were holding the Xbox controller, which is fucking crazy, bro. This is the world that we're living in. May Olson, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome. Okay, let me grab this real quick. Yeah, yeah. If you're looking at my screen, I'm sure you are, but these are the models that I have. Wasting time in a good way or wasting time in a bad way? This Minimax model, Mimo. Look at that million token context. Oh, I just fucking norched one to the face. I'm good. I literally just fucking, yeah, you just missed it. But you know what? I could fucking pack a bowl actually. I do have that. So give me a hot second. Nothing but fluff. You know what's crazy is that you know enough to recognize what is fluff and what isn't. In a time where AI has a lot of fucking fluff, shit. I'm not sure how I got a bitrate warning, but you know. No. I just have my open router API, and yeah, I just had my my open router with it, and my open router has access to all the free models. Like, there's only 1 or 2 paid models that I would pay for because they're so cheap, like, you know, DeepSeek Pro and stuff like that. Other than that, I'm not paying for shit. Nope, because if I do that, I could just go use Codex or Devon or something like that. So, all right. Yeah, dog. I trust me. I done had multi-$1,000 AWS fucking bills and shit. I'm not trying to pay for stuff like that. Damn it. I don't have enough monitors. Aha, that's fucking sick. Unbelievable. God damn, I love this shit. I know what to do with that though. 7. No, actually I only have 6. Yeah, I'm down actually 1 monitor. I was so used to having 7 that 7 was just instinctually the answer. But I have 6. I have my 3 main monitors here. I have 2 sub-horizon monitors, and I have a big screen up there. But in a perfect world, I would also have a monitor up there and a monitor up there, or some sort of a central sub-horizon monitor as well. But alas, that is not the case. Oh. Is my room liquid cooler? No, it's just my room is one of those rooms that ultimately can get as cold as I need it to get because of just the parameters of the room. Oh, damn. I wonder if it worked. We got to help you pay that. Man, shit. If y'all can help me pay a lot of shit, that'd be great. I won't turn that down. Oh, fuck. Shit. So what the hell am I doing wrong? Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh. Oh man. Do that. Damn. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. All right. Oh, something's going on with mine? I think I know what it was. I think it's because I was doing all these server things that were related to this app that I was working on. So, but yeah, I do need to get some fucking food. I haven't eaten all day. All right, final North down. The final North down. Is my stream better? Or was anybody else experiencing that? It is Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Shit, you and me both. Interesting. Let me see. It could be. Yeah. Well, I'm probably getting out, and that sucks because I didn't even know that there was a delay. I'm so sorry, you guys. It is possible because I had a bunch of stuff going on in the background as far as server stuff. Kind of teaches me I probably shouldn't do that next time. But yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow morning, same time and everything. But I'll also be in the server. So, I mean, if you guys really need to talk to me, I'll definitely be there. I feel like I need to restart my computer too. I do have some local LLMs running. I actually have, what is this? LM Studio and what is this? Anything LLM. And I think my video cards are being used to process that, so. But I'll probably just restart everything and actually work on some actual work because this is like a side project. But Snore, I'll reach out in the Discord. I'll definitely reach out in the Discord. I appreciate you, man. Everybody else, I see